Hello everyone, welcome back to the Coding Lab. My name is Kalpesh and today in this video I am going to explain my fully working Android e-commerce applications. This app built using a clean architecture and Jetpack Compose that follow the real industry standard. I will explain everything step by step and I will also write the code a bit while the explain so you can clearly understand how this project is built from the architecture point of view. So in this playlist, there is a first video is about the introduction. So these applications use the clean architecture, use the so percentage of the Kotlin code and Jetpack Compose. So I use this fake store API. I'm not build this REST API that is publicly available on the internet. So you can use this, and if you like, then you can buy to copy that, guys. I'm just showing it. So this is a APIs that I am using. This is a for the product card user, and this is a base point, etc. So first I am showing the walk through the application so you can get more idea. This is login page, and after its login there is a home page. There are the products and this is a top bar, so you can navigate it and filter the product and also add to the card. This is our card. I had these two products that are stored in the room database using SQLite. So I'll delete all of that and I'll re-edit. So there are three main screen: login screen, home screen, and the card screen. The in profile we are not doing anything right now. So that whole application we are building from the scratch using a clean architecture, Jetpack Compose, room database, and mm, Dagger Hilt. So for this, I've used this guy APIs. So here you can so in the GitLab and you can directly call this guy application. I'm just read the docs here stuffs, but it's all related to backend. For the authentication, I use this API. Here is require username and password, and in the response get the token. That token widely used in the our applications. And this is a get product REST API. There are these five applications. We are using just the get all products, and after that we are using that card API that based on the token we give the products that previously added in the cart. So tools and technology used by this project is the first one is the Kotlin. I am using the Kotlin is the main programming language and cons- because it's modern and concise and officially recommended by the Google for the Android development. Also, the Kotlin reduce boilerplate of the code, improve reliability, and helps to avoid common runtime crashes like a null pointer exception. Another important reason is that Jetpack Compose work only with Kotlin. So using a Kotlin is a mandatory for the modern Android UI development. So now is the Jetpack Compose. For the UI, I am using a Jetpack Compose, which is the Android modern UI toolkits. And like XML, Jetpack Compose allow us to write UI and logic in the same Kotlin file, which makes development much faster. We can see live UI changes instantly and UI automatically update when the state change. Same like in the React Native and the Flutter. And I believe that you can easily learn React Native and Flutter if you start building application using a Jetpack Compose. Now for the architecture, we use the clean architecture to keep the application scalable, maintainable, and testable. It separates the app into the layer, so business logic is not dependent on the UI or the data source. This makes the code easier to understand and allow to add a new feature without breaking existing functionality. We are using MVVM present and layer. MVVM helps separating UI logic from the business logic using a view model. So in this project, we are creating some view model that communicate with our UI layer and the data layer. So that's why we use the MVVM pattern with the clean architecture. We are using a for the API calling. We are using a retrofit, and we are using a coroutines for the background and async tasks. We are after that we use the state flow and the live data to manage our UI state, and this allow the UI observe the data changes and update automatically. This work perfectly with the Jetpack Compose because UI becomes state driven and retry. Also, we are using a dependency injection. For this, we using a health library. Health helps in managing dependency like the view models and repository and API service. So we can using that we can easily create the object and that easily add to the any class. And we use that store API that I previously saw for the REST API. So we no need to create a backend, and you can simply using that we can simply create the application and showcase your portfolio. So that's it for the this video.